Many times people come in to see me and they say, well, what's the timeline on Chapter 13? Remember, Chapter 13 is a repayment plan. It's like a little, again, in theory, like a loan from the federal government. They're going to loan you the money, get caught up on your house payments, car payments, taxes, whatever. Again, I'll emphasize it's not a loan. It's just in theory that it's a loan. What's going to happen is on the Chapter 13, you come in to meet me. We'd spend probably about 30 minutes to an hour going over your financial situation. If you decide you want to file, what would then happen is we're going to give you some paperwork to carry home. Now, again, the bad news in the paperwork is going to take you about 3 hours to fill the paperwork out. So just be prepared to spend some time on that. Also, under federal law, we need your last 6 months of income verification and last 4 years of income tax returns. We would also need your paycheck stubs and things of that nature run what's known as a means test on you. What would then happen is you'd start making payments to me. When you nearly have the attorney's fees paid, you need to turn your paperwork in. Give us about a week to get your Chapter 13 plan and petition prepared. During that particular time period, you need to take your financial management, your credit counseling course. Take your credit counseling course, then you would meet with me for about an hour. We'll go over things, fine-tune it, polish it up, we're ready to get it filed. At the time we file it, it enacts an automatic stay. Now that's a court order from the federal judge, again telling your creditors they can't call you up, sue you, harass you. Again, everyone has to leave you alone. Generally speaking, your first payment to the Chapter 13 trustee, who you're making payments to pay back some of these debts and save the house and to pay back the taxes if you have taxes, is going to be due about 10 days after you file. Now that's up to the Chapter 13 trustee, whatever his normal policy is. But here in North Carolina, it's usually about 10 days after you file that first payment is due. Your second payment is due at a court hearing, which is about 6 weeks after you file. That's when your second payment is due at a creditor's meeting. It's a court hearing in which the trustee is going to ask you some questions, and there's an opportunity for your creditors to show up. Now remember though, after you file, at least here in the Western District of North Carolina, you keep making your regular house payments to the mortgage company. Now you need to check with me to make sure that that's the way it is when you watch this video. Because at the time we're making this video, there is talk that you're going to be making the payments through your mortgage payments through the Chapter 13 trustee. So do whatever I say, not what I'm saying here at this video, whatever I say in real life when you meet me. Start making your regular house payments to the mortgage company, and then usually speaking at the end of the 3 to 5 year payback plan, the Chapter 13 is over, the debts have been wiped out, and again the case is over with. And that's the basics of a timeline on Chapter 13. Now again, these are just general guidelines here. Check with me for specifics.